Real estate agent Asher Alcoby may be an expert in New York properties, but he's also becoming somewhat of an expert on Chinese taste.
This apartment is positioned perfectly in the tiger side.
It makes good business sense. He says a third of his revenue in 2011 came from Chinese buyers interested in properties like these. The asking price, $2.9 million.
There is a wraparound terrace overlooking the park, and this terrace is accessible from every room.
Alcoby says Chinese buyers like apartments with good feng shui, lots of light, and they prefer new buildings. Another marker of a Chinese buyer, they all pay in cash.
They just don't want to deal with the paperwork. They have the cash, they like to buy it and be worries-free.
Some are buying pied-à-terres like this one, but the bulk of recent transactions are from people purchasing apartments for their kids attending elite universities like Columbia and NYU. Those apartments range from $500,000 to $1.5 million. Alcoby says unlike European buyers, Chinese buyers want to build a relationship with their real estate agents. It's all about trust.
You cannot get a Chinese buyer unless he was referred to you by a person that you know and was satisfied from your service.
It appears trust between the two cultures is increasing. According to the National Association of Realtors, between March of 2010 and 2011, 9% of foreign buyers in the U.S. were from China. That's almost double the percentage in 2007.
Chinese investors are not only buying residential real estate in New York, they're also eyeing commercial real estate. Last year, it was a group of investors tied to Soho, China, who bought this property, the Park Avenue Plaza. The price paid, $500 million.
Experts say there are many reasons Chinese investors are eyeing New York City. China's strong growth has meant many more can afford the city's high prices. New York is also one of the most liquid markets in the world, making it a relatively safe investment. And over the past year, the Chinese government has tightened its own real estate policy for fear of a housing bubble, making it harder to invest in Chinese real estate. Experts say many are hedging their bets.
10% average annual growth for 30 years. Terrific. But can China really do that again for the next 5 or 10 years? Probably not. And so there's tremendous uncertainty about what that will mean for the property sector going forward. If you're 100% invested in Chinese real estate today, then even if you're bullish on China, it's probably a smart move to diversify that a little bit.
Diversification means more Chinese business for Alcoby. If that trend continues, it would be a sound investment for him to keep brushing up on Chinese likes and dislikes. Karina Huber, CCTV, New York.
See Central Park.